Welcome to part 3 of the Sonic Heroes Let's Play, and we are now heading to Casino Park, which brings back a familiar Genesis level, which is Casino Night.
Boy, Amy
And
sure
so,
doesn't give up that
yeah,
easy.
the pinball, well, the whole pinball thing is coming back.
Some time?
So
Feeling
that's
lucky?
good. Alright, so that's all fine and dandy. I mean,
Okay,
pinball
let's
has been in something that Sonic is known for. At least one of the things that he's known for. Okay, so let's get on that table and oh god, it's controlled horribly. Seriously, the pinball mechanic in this game is and moving just feels stiff. Or better yet, it's like the slope physics don't want to respond correctly, or it just wants to defy physics altogether, because you'll never be able. I was never able to get real precise movements out of that.
Here we go.
And what you basically have to do is get to the top of the table. Oh yeah, you have to get to the top of the table, for the most part anyway. But then there are times where they'll trick you and you'll have to go down, like here.
What a wild ride.
Now granted, on that one you don't really get tricked there, but still. Well, it's another thing. Another problem with the pinball mechanic is the collision detection, and there's a lot of times, and especially with the flippers, and some other obstacles where I'm just clipping through it. And sometimes I win, and sometimes it leads me to victory, but other times that's just not the case. It's like right here, I'm having trouble all because the controls. It's really hard to move on the pinball table. Well, stuff like that happens. I'm just struggling just to get into that one area.
There they are.
And not.
Leave them to me, Sonic.
That's really the biggest problem I have at this stage. I don't mind them bringing back the pinball gimmick, but butchered beyond belief. And it has the slope physics issue. And again, the slope physics. With the slope physics, the pinball and the special stages suffer that same problem.
Got it.
Oh, and other times when I'm switching to another teammate, like I just did there, sometimes I think they're on solid ground, but no, they're still on the pinball table. Oh, and speaking of which, it's very easy for you to lose your team members. In these kinds of stages. It's like you have no idea. I'm making this look easy, alright? But my first playthrough, I cannot tell you how long it took me to struggle. I can't tell you how long it took me just to get through every single pinball table. No, man.
Here we go. Okay.
Ugh. And we also have these switches.
Leave it to me.
Is where we have to switch to Tails, and we have this way we're high enough to pull it, but it's really finicky only because sometimes the marker won't go up so often. I pressed the B button and I accidentally used Thundershoot. So it's annoying.
Let's go.
It's not something that gets me killed, but it's rather annoying. Although visually speaking, I gotta say this looks pretty good, especially for a GameCube game. And yeah, Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 looked really good, but in Heroes, wow, I mean, everything's all bright and colorful. Well, it's not really too hard on the eye. And musically speaking, well, it's okay. Not one of the best Sonic soundtracks. It's up there, but it's not one of the best. Or worst. Just that I've heard. He's from Sonic. Again, the only soundtracks that I really don't like is your Shadow the Hedgehog soundtrack, and Sonic 4 Episode 2 soundtrack.
Level up.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Oh yeah, this part's annoying. And you see, I'm pressing the B button. You have to be really in front. You have to be in front, like directly in front of the switch. Otherwise, it's not gonna register. But it's here. I'm like, come on. I'm right there. I should be able to grab it. There we go.
Here we go.
Leave it
Got
to
it.
me.
We can do it. Oh yeah, going back to the voice actors for a little bit. With Scott Dreer. I don't know if he was someone tells me that he was kind of exaggerating on the script a little bit, because I think what he's supposed to say when he's, you know, beating up enemies, like whenever I switch to Knuckles and I use the punch combos and all that, he's supposed to say job, raw. But apparently here it sounds like he's saying shit. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I like Scott Dreer, but rather questionable, I must say. Thank God we're at the end of the stage.
Yes.
Well, on the bright side, ate Act 2 of this zone.
No problem.
I honestly like Act 2 more than Act 1, only because I actually do like the gimmick. I actually do like its gimmick, and we're coming up to it after this album right now. We are now at Bingo Highway. So, as you can obviously guess, Bingo is going to be involved. Oh, then right off the bat, we start off with a god-awful slope. Oh,
Got it.
It's one of the only times where I actually find switching to a teammate useful, as far as these boards go. Okay, so far, there's really not much of a difference. I mean, we're still playing pinball, but obviously there's going to be bingo added to this. And to those that don't know how to play bingo, then if you don't know how to play bingo, oh then, what? How can you not know how to play bingo? I may be young.
Others to come.
I may not be an old person, and I mean, that'd be pretty sad if I was. But even I know how to play bingo. Oh, and well, coming up right now, we got Breakless Glasses, Knuckles, and Alright, so the idea here is that you're actually playing bingo while going down the slopes. Well, if you get, with each bingo you get, you get ranks, which pretty much adds to your score. You do this by simply going through the hoops that have the number, and it's it's a pretty cool concept, I'm not gonna lie. Also, fun fact, this stage actually gets brought back in Mario and Sonic London Olympics. But yeah, this is the part that I was telling you about. Oh, we just have to go through these hoops that have the number, and if we get bingo, we get rings. Just like right here. Later on, there's gonna be holes that you don't want to fall into them. Although they're kind of hard to avoid, especially with the god-awful slope mechanics. But yeah, it's not. Again, I do like the concept of this stage. I'm surprised London Olympics didn't really take advantage of that. Well, then again, I enjoy the Olympic Games enough. Yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind a Mario and Sonic crossover platformer one day. But I like them enough as party games. Really, my only problem is that I just wish they went more in depth with it. You know? And I know I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but I hope Rio Olympics does that. You know, goes more in depth. Like add extra modes. Stuff like that. I mean, that's what dream events are for, but what are you gonna know?
Let's head up there.
Oh, higher the homing attack register there.
Leave it to me. Let's go. Dave.
Okay, alright, so you...
Dave.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, for some reason I like doing the triangle jump.
Okay.
Also, in trivia, only Sonic and Shadow can do the triangle jump and the light speed dash. I don't understand why the other speed characters can't,
All right.
and which is really weird. But yeah, I'm getting done here. Sorry, my throat's a little.
This is
Yeah.
all local.
Got it.
Alright, so we have more of these fans that we can use to triangle glide.
All Eggman robots.
I'll
We
take care of them.
More. Oh, with these enemies.
Here we go.
Because apparently you don't want them capturing your teammates. Otherwise, they won't be with you throughout the entire adventure. Well, the entire level. However, you can't bring them back by simply using Team Blast. Which is nice. We have another board. And I think this is where they start throwing in pits. Yeah. Yeah, this is where they start throwing down pit. Giving you pit. Ugh. Sorry about that. This is where their pits are starting to get thrown at you. And as you can see, both Tails and Knuckles are gone, so I'm pretty much all by myself. Ugh.
Level up.
Oh wait, and right here I'm like, oh wait, this is the I have to go down. Alright, so let's go down. Let's go down. No problem.
Yes.
Bingo Highway.
Here we go.
Doesn't sound like a very safe highway.
Level up.
Well then again, neither does Speed Highway or Radical Highway. Both high,
Whoa.
and I know, and going back to the Olympics, for a fun fact at least. Fun fact, both Olympic,
All those Eggman robots.
Vancouver and Sochi actually do bring back both highways, one at a time. And Vancouver brings back Radical Highway as for the snowboarding event, which I actually do like. And Sochi Olympics pretty much brings back Speed Highway for the bobsleigh,
Right.
roller coaster bobsleigh. I honestly think Sochi Olympics has
Here we go.
some of the better dream events. There's not one dream event
Got it.
where I never really liked. I mean, there were some events in that game where I just didn't really like the biathlon. Oh, jeez. You simply have to use the B button to move. Another thing I pretty much hate about it is that
All right. Here we go.
in some events you have to. In some events, you pretty much have to switch to the Wii Remote and the Wii U gamepad. It's really clunky and awkward. Just let it stick to one thing. Other than that, though, it's a good game. It's a good game. I like it enough. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, I almost fell down there. That would have sucked.
Bingo.
But now we are, I think we're in the end. End of this stage. Oh, no, yeah. And I think right here is one of the only instances where I can actually switch back to Tails and Knuckles. So let's just get another shot at getting the other hoops. At least I think, because that's happened to me before. I mean, you're backtracking. But at least it gives me a second or third shot. Alright, so for the grand finale, we have Aerial Bingo. Oh, where we pretty much have to fall down on the hoops, and then hopefully get Bingo.
Bingo.
Booyah! And I land right on the goal ring. I can skip that unnecessary pinball fiasco.
Too easy.
But I still got a B rank. Ugh. Not much else to say. Oh, well, cutscene.
Eggman.
Why not have some fun while you can? After all, you only have one game, and we know who's going to win. Get them!
Alright, so now we have Robot Carnival. One of the only 2 times where we're actually going into a gauntlet. So basically, we're pretty much going through a hefty amount of waves and destroying all of Eggman's robots. Destroying all of those Eggman's robots, I should say. It's pretty much straightforward. It can be a pain, you know, because of the arena being a little small, and the fact that they throw loads of enemies at you in all different directions. Not to mention, in some cases, they don't really give you any mercy. Like, they don't give you the time to pick up your rings. It's just so you can take that extra hit. Which I'm gonna bring up right now. When it comes to these kind of stages, there is nothing more aggravating than doing so well, especially when I'm at the end where all the waves are beat. Where pretty much a remaining enemy or a random explosion happens and catches me off guard or at 0 range, and thus making me do the whole thing all over again. And I know where this is. You guys probably know where this is going. But you'll see. However, unlike the second one, you don't have to worry about falling off the actual arena. Like, there's invisible barriers, so you don't have to worry about falling off.
Here we go. Take this.
One of my problems with the stages, with these kind of stages, is that so many waves. These are enemies.
Here we go. Level up.
Even if you know how to utilize Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles' abilities really well, and if you make smart use of Team Blast, then it's pretty much no joke. Then it's pretty much a joke. But here I'm pretty much winging it here. Team Blast, go! Booyah! And I think I may have said this, but Team Sonic gets the light speed attack, as I'm showing off right here. It obliterates any enemy it comes to contact, which is pretty helpful.
That's it.
And I'm trying to get that extra Team Blast, but I can't really get it. Thank God I have Thunder Shoot. Oh, thank God, we're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We only have a few more waves to go, and that'll pretty much be the level, or beat 'em up level. So let's get that Team Blast, shall we? Let's end it. So we're nearing the end of the part, guys. So, this is the end of part 3, guys. So, once we come back, we are gonna be.
I'm just.
Oh, come on!